We use every tool in our tool chest to vet anyone coming in who wants to come into this country. And in order to do so, it has to apply for a visa to gain access to our nation. So every sovereign country has a right to know who's trying to come in, why they want to come in, who they are, what they've been doing, and at least hopefully within that framework, determine what they will be doing while they're here. So that's nothing new, and we will continue to use every tool we can to assess who it is that's coming here, whether they are students or otherwise.
So, in case you don't already know, the current administration has placed a temporary pause on issuing student visas. This is not limited to a particular country or few countries, but according to reports, it's worldwide. That is, all US embassies across the world. What they are trying to do basically is to ensure that there is some sort of scrutiny when it comes to social media presence, especially people who are looking to get into the United States, right? So they want to take a look at your digital footprint if you have engaged in any foreign terrorist attack group, whatever, right? So they are going to ensure that they vet that before they could issue you your student visa. It's not even about issuing your student visa before you could even get a chance for you to appear at the embassy. So let's get deep into what this actually means. So this is according to CBS News, right? And I'm just going to read in part. And the second paragraph of this says, in a cable dated Tuesday is May 27th, 2025, and obtained by CBS News. So the Secretary of State instructed diplomatic posts not to add any more appointments for student and foreign exchange visas in preparation for the expanded vetting, and to take any unfilled appointments off their calendars. If students have already scheduled their visa interviews, those can still go forward. So what this basically means is, for those of you who are yet to secure an appointment date at the embassy, unfortunately, there's a temporary pause and there wouldn't be dates available till further notice. This further notice could be the next 48 hours, it could be the next 72 hours, it could be the next 2 weeks, could be the next 6 months, nobody knows. However, if you have scheduled your appointment at the embassy, you can still go ahead and prepare for your interview and go to the embassy for your student visa interview. Now, if you're in the position of, I don't have a date yet, and now there is a temporary pause on student visa interviews, what should I do? I understand this season could be some sort of emotionally draining, especially if you have sacrificed a lot of time, spent the sleepless nights in terms of you looking for dates and just trying to ensure that you secure an appointment date. I get all of that, right? And it's not your fault really that they placed the temporary ban. What you should do right now is for you to first drink water. Don't panic, right? Because there's little to nothing panicking can do. However, what I would suggest you do at this particular point is for you to use that energy that you used to panic and channel that energy into preparing for your visa interview. Remember, I said that you can't be too prepared for this interview. So tighten all those ends, right? Fill everything that needs to be filled. Prepare well for your visa interview so that when the pause is lifted, you would have better prepared for your visa interview. That is one. Second, what you need to do at this time is for you to reach out to your school. Reach out to your school official, your designated school official, your program advisor, or your academic unit head, and let them understand the situation. Of course, this is a worldwide news. Everybody knows about this, but it won't hurt if you send them an email and tell them that, oh, I was going through the news and I actually saw this development. This is my current situation. Why you are sending an email is for you to see if your program could actually give you an exception. By exception, it could be that you can go ahead to register for your classes and then they can arrange some sort of virtual environment for you where you can attend your classes online. So that is one. Another thing that might be a possibility is that they might ask you to defer your admission to the next semester or the next academic year. What they are doing basically is to ensure that you secure your spot at the program, and of course by that time it's just like all hopes high that all of these things would have died down. So just ensure that you send them an email and let them know the current situation. The third thing that you can do at this time is for you to go through all of your social media handles, everywhere you have your digital footprint, and clean it up. If you have participated in any form of implicating content in terms of protest or something that is actually harmful, go ahead and clean up your digital footprint so that by the time they are going to do some sort of vetting, it's not going to suggest your name and it might actually lead to a bigger implication for you. So ensure that you scroll through all of your social media content, what you engage with, who you engage with, posts that you've engaged on. Ensure that it's going to be a lot of work, so it's better for you to do the whole work now than for other people to do the work for you and then they come and catch you. So those are some of the things that I would suggest you do in this particular period of time. Remember, this situation is not a permanent one, it's just temporary, and in few days or few months it's going to be lifted, and by that you'll be able to go for your visa interview. Now I need you to note this, that now that it has been paused, of course you are not going to see any available dates if you have not secured a date before. You are not going to see any available dates on the Avid portal. What you should bear in mind, however, is that there's going to be a lot of backlog and you should be on the alert when this temporal pause has been lifted. If you are planning to apply this year or next year, ensure that you put your eyes out for the news and of course follow channels like this one. Remember, don't panic. I know it's hard, but try to channel it towards something more productive, especially preparing for your interview when this temporal stuff goes off, reaching out to your school, and of course cleaning your social media profile, ensuring that you have like clean content in every of your posts that you have engaged on. I'll see you in the next video.